Look at the steak on your screen. That is a $50 prime ribeye, the supposed gold standard of human nutrition. Now look at this. This is a common green weed pulled from a literal crack in the sidewalk. Most of you have spent hundreds of dollars and thousands of hours trying to poison this plant out of existence. But what if I told you that the pest in my left hand contains a more complete amino acid profile and higher mineral density than the expensive beef in my right? This isn't just a gardening tip. It is a total subversion of the reality you've been sold. For decades, the modern grocery store has functioned as a controlled feeding pen, designed to keep you physically weak and financially dependent on a fragile, crumbling supply chain. They have conditioned you to see nature's most potent miracle as a nuisance, ensuring you remain blind to the free independence growing at your very feet. This plant is a direct threat to the massive industrial food complex because it cannot be patented, it cannot be controlled, and it provides better survival fuel than anything sitting behind a plastic wrap in the meat aisle. You are holding the escape hatch to a system that thrives on your deficiency, yet you've been gaslit. But if this plant is so powerful, why are you being told to kill it with toxic chemicals the moment it appears in your garden? The answer involves a century-long erasure of human independence. To understand why this plant has been suppressed, we have to look at who benefits from its disappearance. The primary architects of this nutritional blackout are the USDA and the massive Big Ag conglomerates that dictate what ends up on your plate. These entities haven't just ignored this plant, they have actively criminalized it. By officially designating this life-saving resource as a noxious weed, they have granted themselves the legal authority to conduct a scorched earth campaign across the American landscape. This isn't about protecting biodiversity or ensuring crop health. It is a calculated strategy of control. When a plant is labeled a pest, it justifies the mass spraying of millions of gallons of glyphosate, a toxic chemical that lines the pockets of the same corporations selling you the medicine for the illnesses their pesticides help create. It is a perfect circular economy of sickness. Big Pharma and Big Ag work in a silent partnership to ensure that the only way you get your nutrients is through a barcode package or a synthetic pill. Think about the implications for a moment. If you realized that you could essentially grow the nutritional equivalent of a ribeye steak in a simple clay pot on your apartment balcony, their entire house of cards would collapse. You would no longer be a customer, you would be a sovereign individual. They cannot allow that level of autonomy. They need you tethered to their failing, hyper-processed supply chains that are currently buckling under the weight of global instability. By keeping this plant on the forbidden list, they ensure that you remain a loyal servant to the supermarket. This systematic erasure of botanical knowledge is the ultimate form of population management. They have replaced our ancestral wisdom with corporate dependence, trading our health for their quarterly profit margins. Every time you see a commercial for a new weed killer, you are seeing a propaganda machine at work, designed to make you destroy your own lifeline. They don't want you self-sufficient, they want you dependent. And to keep you that way, they had to bury the name of nature's rebel. The time has come to name the enemy of the state and the savior of the self-sufficient. This botanical outlaw is Amaranth, specifically the wild variety known as Amaranthus retroflexus, or more commonly, pigweed. To the modern industrial farmer, it is a nightmare that refuses to die. To you, it is nature's rebellion. This isn't just some garden variety intruder. It is a sacred ancient grain and a high-octane superleaf that has been deliberately erased from the collective memory of the Western world. While your laboratory-engineered corn and soy wither and die without massive chemical intervention, Amaranth thrives in the most depleted, scorched soil imaginable. It is biological defiance in its purest form. For thousands of years, this was the forbidden fuel of legendary warriors and advanced civilizations, providing a level of physical independence that made them impossible to conquer. The modern agricultural system tried to delete this plant from history because you cannot tax what grows for free in a ditch. They want you to believe that nutrition must be complicated, expensive, and purchased, but Amaranth proves that the most powerful secret in the world is currently growing behind your shed. By rebranding this ancestral powerhouse as a common weed, they have successfully hidden a miracle in plain sight. It is a plant that survived every attempt at mass extinction, standing tall against the spray of 1,000 chemical wars. It is the illegal grain that the conquistadors and the corporatocracy could never truly kill. You have been walking past the answer to your survival every single day, never realizing that the dirt beneath your feet holds treasure. But don't let the weed label fool you. When we look at the molecular level, this plant isn't just a vegetable. It's a biological marvel that puts the pharmaceutical industry to shame. Let's get into the hard science that the authorities are desperate to keep out of your textbooks. When we peel back the layers of this plant's cellular structure, we find a nutritional profile that reads like a biological blueprint for a superior human. Most grains like wheat and corn are fundamentally broken. They are incomplete. They lack lysine, an essential amino acid that the human body simply cannot produce on its own and which is absolutely crucial for total protein synthesis and tissue repair. Without it, the body's ability to utilize protein is throttled. Amaranth doesn't just contain lysine. It is saturated with it. This is the secret reason why civilizations built on this plant could build empires without massive cattle herds. But the amino acid profile is only the beginning of this miracle. Let's talk about mineral density. If you've been told that you need to drink pasteurized cow's milk to get your calcium, you have been lied to. Ounce for ounce, the leaves and seeds of this weed contain twice the calcium of cow's milk. If you've been told to eat spinach for iron, consider this. Amaranth provides 5 times the iron content of standard store-bought spinach. In fact, in certain stressed environments, the plant concentrates minerals so effectively that it can offer 17x more magnesium than traditional store-bought lettuce. This is a level of density that the modern industrial agricultural complex simply cannot replicate with their depleted, chemical-dependent soil. Then we have the most guarded secret of all, squalene. For years, Big Pharma and the high-end cosmetic industry have harvested this rare compound from the livers of deep-sea sharks. Squalene is a powerful antioxidant and a critical component for skin health and immune function. It is incredibly expensive and difficult to source. Yet, independent researchers have discovered that amaranth oil contains the highest known concentration of squalene in the entire plant kingdom. You have a pharmaceutical-grade immune booster growing for free in your driveway while they are selling you synthetic alternatives at 1,000% markup. Compare this to the hollow calories of GMO corn and soy. Those crops are designed for shelf life, transportability, and corporate profit. They are genetically modified to withstand massive doses of poison, resulting in a product that is high in starch but bankrupt in actual vitality. You are eating filler while starving on a cellular level. Amaranth is the exact opposite. Every fiber of this plant is packed with bioavailable nutrients that the human body recognizes and craves. It is a dense, compact battery of life. When you consume it, you aren't just eating. You are upgrading your internal systems with the very compounds the industry wants to sell back to you in a plastic bottle for a premium. This plant represents the ultimate form of biological independence from a corrupt system that wants you kept permanently weak and sickly. With stats like these, amaranth isn't just food. It's a direct economic threat to the trillion-dollar industries that profit from your nutritional deficiency. The reason Big Ag has declared a total war on amaranth is not because it is a danger to the environment, but because it is literally breaking their system. Amaranth has achieved what was once thought impossible: complete herbicide resistance. In the massive monoculture fields across the Midwest, this plant is standing tall while everything else around it dies under a deluge of glyphosate. It has evolved to survive the poisons designed to give corporations control over the earth. To the elite who manage our food supply, this plant is an uncontrollable threat. If they cannot kill it with their proprietary chemicals, they cannot dictate what grows on the land. This makes amaranth a financial cancer to the corporate bottom line. It is an unpatentable force of nature that mocks their laboratory design dominance. But the economic fear goes deeper than just the farm. Every time a citizen chooses to forage this plant instead of buying a synthetic multivitamin, the multi-billion-dollar supplement industry loses a lifetime customer. Why would you buy a bottle of expensive low-quality pills when the most nutrient-dense leaf on the planet is growing for free in your backyard? This is why the knowledge of its utility is effectively banned from public discourse. They need you to view it as a disgusting invader rather than a source of radical independence. If the masses understood the economic value of what they are currently tilling under, the entire centralized food infrastructure would face a catastrophic loss of revenue. By labeling this plant an illegal nuisance, they maintain a monopoly on your nutrition. This is a war of attrition where your health and your wallet are the primary targets. The existence of a high-protein drought-resistant chemical-proof superfood is the ultimate nightmare for those who profit from scarcity. They need you to believe that you are one supply chain disruption away from starvation, all while the solution is mocking them from every highway. This plant is the biological middle finger to the technocratic dream of a completely synthetic food supply. When they engineered crops to be Roundup ready, they created a selection pressure that allowed Amaranth to evolve into a superorganism that now possesses the genetic keys to bypass their chemical walls entirely. Every dollar they spend on more potent toxins is a dollar wasted against the relentless advance of this ancient survivor. It is the ultimate ghost in the machine, a resilient spirit that refuses to be tamed or commodified by those who seek to own the very building blocks of our survival. They call it a pest because they cannot patent it. But history shows that the suppression of this plant actually was never about agriculture, it was about genocide. The history of this plant is written in blood and silence. It is a secret chronicle of resistance that stretches back centuries to the height of the Aztec Empire. For the Aztecs, Amaranth was far more than a staple crop. It was a source of unparalleled physical vigor and spiritual power. They consumed it as a ritual fuel that sustained their warriors through impossible feats of endurance. When the Spanish conquistadors arrived, they didn't just see a plant. They saw a threat to their total conquest. They realized that to break the people, they had to break their connection to this miracle grain. Consequently, the cultivation of amaranth was banned under the most brutal penalties imaginable. If a farmer was caught growing this sacred crop, the punishment was often the public amputation of their hands or immediate execution. This was the first great erasure. The Spanish knew that a population capable of feeding itself from the wild was a population that could never truly be enslaved. This forbidden knowledge was driven underground, preserved only by the most resilient indigenous groups who risked everything to keep the seeds alive. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, and the suppression took a more subtle corporate form. During the 1970s, as the American government began aggressively subsidizing wheat, corn, and soy, Amaranth was once again deleted from the national landscape. It wasn't removed with swords this time, but with systemic economic exclusion and the myth of the Green Revolution. It was erased from the agricultural curriculum and replaced with crops that required heavy industrial machinery and chemical fertilizers to survive. The goal remained identical to that of the conquistadors: the total elimination of a food source that requires no central authority to manage. By making this plant invisible, they ensured that the modern citizen would look at a field of high-protein superfood and see nothing but a weed. This was a calculated move to ensure that our survival would always be tied to a barcode and a government subsidy. They suppressed the truth because they fear the independence that comes from a full stomach and a clear mind. This was a global heist of our heritage, leaving us blind to our own power. The knowledge was nearly lost, but the plant refused to go extinct. Now, it's returning exactly when our food systems are most vulnerable. Here is how you reclaim it. Reclaiming your independence starts with the ability to identify this botanical outlaw in the wild before it is destroyed by city spray crews. You have likely walked past it 1,000 times, dismissively glancing at its rugged exterior. To the untrained eye, it is just a weed, but to those with the secret knowledge, it is a life raft. When you are foraging, you must look for the distinct diamond-shaped leaves that spiral up a sturdy, fibrous stem. But the true fingerprint of this survival miracle is found beneath the soil. When you pull it from the earth, you will see a vibrant, stubborn red root. This is the mark of the Amaranthus retroflexus. Once you have identified it, the next step is cultivation. Because the authorities want it to be illegal for you to provide for yourself without their oversight, you must learn the art of discreet growing. You do not need a traditional vegetable garden that can be spotted by a drone or a nosy neighbor. Amaranth is the master of disguise. Because it produces beautiful, tall plumes that range from deep green to blood red, you can plant it directly in your front yard as part of your landscaping. To the system, it looks like an ornamental flower. To you, it is a high-protein field hiding in plain sight. It requires no chemical fertilizers and almost no water, thriving in the heat where other plants buckle. Perhaps the most incredible survival feature of this plant is the longevity of its seeds. A single plant can drop hundreds of thousands of tiny, black, nutrient-dense seeds. These seeds are biological time capsules. They are designed to lay dormant in the dirt for up to 40 years, patiently waiting for the soil to be disturbed or for the current agricultural system to fail. They are waiting for their moment to sprout and reclaim the land. Once you introduce this plant, you have established a self-perpetuating source of nutrition that will outlive any regime. This is guerrilla gardening at its most potent level, turning your property into a silent fortress. You are now holding the key to a biological vault. This plant doesn't follow rules. It sustains human life permanently. Always. Once you have the seeds, you have an insurance policy that no bank or government can freeze. But you need to know how to use it when the lights go out in a world of increasing volatility, where the modern grocery store is only 3 days away from empty shelves. Amaranth is your strategic advantage. This is the C4 of nutrition. While the masses are panic-buying processed garbage that will expire in months, the wise survivor is cultivating a plant that thrives on neglect. This isn't just gardening. It's a tactical move against a system of total control. Amaranth is notoriously drought-resistant and heat-tolerant, making it the ultimate survival crop for the harsh realities of the red zone. Whether the grid goes down or the supply chain finally snaps, this miracle weed will continue to produce millions of protein-packed seeds per plant, regardless of whether you have access to municipal water or commercial fertilizers. It is an unstoppable biological machine designed for the worst-case scenario. When the trucks stop moving and the neighbors are lining up for meager FEMA rations, you will have a self-sustaining source of complete protein that the government doesn't even know exists. You are holding a nutritional weapon that bypasses every point of failure in the modern world. It is the purest form of independence. Those who rely on the system are vulnerable, but those who master the forbidden weed become invisible. You are effectively building a silent, high-protein fortress that ensures your independence from the grocery store and the central government forever. You are safe while others starve. The system is fragile. This plant is not. The choice is yours. Stay dependent or join the resistance. The knowledge I have shared today is already under threat. They have suppressed this truth for centuries, and they might soon have this video banned to keep you dependent. Your independence is the ultimate weapon against their control. Join the Shadow Education Network now and subscribe to secure your access to more secret survival data. Download the full botanical guide from the link below before the digital erasing begins. Do not keep this miracle a secret. Share this broadcast with one person you want to see survive the coming food transition. Together, we must reclaim our power and survive. Now.